Alright, so this is part 2 of my Robot Damashii Wing Gundam Zero anime version. Now we're going to be taking a look at the NeoBird form. And so I'm going to be just showing you all the little details, like the little parts and whatnot, and doing the process of transforming this guy from mobile suit into NeoBird form. So here we go. To kick things off, let me just go over or reiterate some of the stuff we're going to be using to transform this guy. Again, you've seen this in part 1. He'll have interchangeable legs, as you see right here. And these guys do not move, the feet don't move, nothing moves on these guys. And then a different torso. This makes him just more stiff, doesn't move around so much. You also get a second attachment piece for your stage. This goes into the back of the armor, the back skirt armor. And that's it. So now, let's start taking this guy apart. I've started by taking the wings off first. It just makes things a whole lot easier. And we'll go with the legs. So there's something that you probably will be a little hesitant to take these apart, but don't worry. They slide in and out pretty quick, easily. And so all you see is a simple peg in there, and it can insert into the leg. So we take both of these off, as such. Oh, there we go. So like I said, don't worry, these things slide in and out, they're meant to, so nothing to fear. The second thing is go ahead and just push this armor down. It's a little stiff, that's okay, it'll go down no matter what. Alright, so the next thing is, you probably want to just go ahead and take the torso apart, so we'll pull it off. There, now we have two pieces, and we'll go ahead and get this attachment. And putting it on, nope, it's on the right way. So there we go. There's the first part. Not sticking to any particular order, then we're going to go into the shield. And you see two little pegs on the side. You're going to want to flip those out. Helps if you have nails. If you don't, you want to use a little tool. But anyways, these little pegs just flip right out. And then you'll get the Buster Rifle. Now this one's already done. And as you see, there's a hole right here on the very top. You go ahead and place that on. Now, to put away the handle, it's very simple. Just go ahead and slide the handle forward. Push it in. It's going to make kind of a snapping noise. Don't be alarmed. That's what it's supposed to do. And there you go. Now the Buster Rifles are connected to the shield. Everything looks neat. Let's move on to another part. Back to the torso, you're going to want to flip, well, it's not going to flip easily, but sorry about that. You're going to want to flip this around before you actually connect this torso part right here. And see, am I putting it on right? Nope. There we go. So now it's all secure. The legs you're going to start to want to attach. So then you're going to take each leg, like so, and just place them on. Oops. How does this go? There we go. Place them on like this. It's going to be a little bit of a tight snug, but don't fear. They do fit in there. As you can see, this can be kind of a scary part when you pay so much for a Robot Damashii and you got to do something like this. These wings are supposed to be up front, but I just find that they get in the way, so I don't want to worry too much about those. Anyways, simple process now of just attaching this to the lower part, and there we go. So now you have the legs, you have the head all turned around, you have the shield ready, but now we have to get to the wings. These are very simple to transform. I mean, it's not really a transforming, it's just opening them up, but they can be a little bit tricky to get in the right position and placement of how you want these wings to look. As you can see, these things just swing right open. You gotta kind of put a little bit of effort and not be so intimidated by it. But anyways, as you can see, the wings are now open. The funny thing is, these wings, you can move them. Okay, so this part isn't going to get into the right position, the thruster part, when you're positioning it onto the NeoBird form back of the Wing Gundam. So you need to move the wings to make it look like the wings are straight on the back. So anyways, that's the best I want to do for right now. Let's go ahead and attach it and see how it looks. So here it is, guys, the NeoBird form of the Wing Gundam Zero, and let me just say that it's a pretty simple transformation, but you know, if you don't have a stage act, then you're really going to be at a disadvantage. I have one of the very first stage acts, and it doesn't do the Robot Damashii figures I have justice, so you're going to have to pay a little bit of money to get these things. I think they range in the $10 to $20 area. I don't know. I've seen them as high as 20 bucks. But anyways, the transformation is pretty simple. The only down part is that there are just so many pieces. The opportunity to lose something is pretty high. Excuse me. I'm at a loss for words. But anyways, really cool transformation. It looks exactly like the series, and it really is reminiscent of the MSIA version 2. Now, as I said, the down part are there's so many so many parts to this guy and transforming him. But at the same time, it's also good because when we had the version 2 of the Wing Gundam Zero from the show, these legs were actually just built into the actual legs he had on the figure itself. And so whenever, you know, you were playing with him, the back flaps would flip out, the shoes would turn into thruster mode, you know, whenever you didn't want to. And so that was kind of sucky, and it took away from the figure itself. But now that we have these attachments, you know, they're actually really, really good. And another down part is this connector piece. It doesn't want to stick in there, at least for me anyways. It's a little bit of a downer, and it's really sad. Even though I have one of the basic stage acts from Robot Damashii, I know it can still handle the weight of this figure, but for some reason that attachment just doesn't want to, you know, clamp itself in there. In fact, it's not a clamping peg. It's just a simple slide-in peg, and it comes out very, very easily. What else am I leaving out? You can turn these shoulder armors into thrusters. I didn't do that, but it's something you can do, so you have extra little thrusters showing. It's an overall good transformation. It's not too bad. It's simple. It looks great on the shelf if you have a good stage act, like I said. And that's it. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this final review. Take care, and thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like the video and everything. I have a lot more to come. And that's it. Alright guys, bye-bye.